Chris Bellini here, the Blue Jean Critic, with my quick take on the new film from Gramercy Pictures, London Has Fallen. It has an all-star cast: Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, Angela Bassett, Morgan Freeman, to name a few. In fact, it's the follow-up to 2013's action hit Olympus Has Fallen. Gerard Butler returns as Mike Banning, a Secret Service agent personally protecting President Benjamin Asher, played by Aaron Eckhart. He follows him to London for the funeral of the Prime Minister, and what should be a somber day turns tragic when international terrorist Bakawe unleashes a deadly attack. The attack leaves all the world leaders dead, except the President of the United States. And now Mike Banning has to protect him once again and get him out of the country. Here's a scene from the film where the two are on the run. Things aren't looking that great, but the President knows exactly what he wants done if his safety's compromised.
If it comes to it, I want you to kill me. That's an order. I will not be executed for propaganda as my son and the American people see me on YouTube for the rest of their lives. Okay.
I have to admit that Olympus Has Fallen is one of my favorite films. It's a perfect popcorn film. It's a textbook action movie that excels on all levels. It keeps you completely entertained. So when I heard that London Has Fallen was coming out, I got really excited. And that can be a bad thing when you're talking about sequels. Excitement, expectation, disappointment. Lucky for me, not in this case. This movie was fantastic. I know a lot of people out there right now saying, do we need a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen? Do we need another big budget action film with gunfire and explosions? We've seen it before. I'm not going to argue that point with you. It is a little familiar, but I think it's uniquely generic in meaning that we've seen it, but it's done just different enough to make it exciting. Throw in a lot of big budget action scenes that are very well executed. They're going to keep you on the edge of your seat. Not to mention you're going to have a bad guy that you're not going to be too fond of, so you're going to really be hanging in the end to see if he gets what he has coming to him. And one-liners. This movie has plenty of memorable one-liners, and that's important for a movie like this. Really makes the crowd get excited and gets them riled up. Finally, for me, I got to say, the most important thing is an emotional connection to the characters. Take two guys, President Asher, Mike Banning from the first film. I loved him in that movie. I was behind him then. Grow their stories just a little bit more so I'm even more emotionally connected to them in this movie. Now I got two heroes I can root for from start to finish. When things get tense, I get a little tense. When things get exciting, I even get more excited. So if you're the kind of person looking to see a movie that you missed from the Academy Awards last week, a documentary, an indie film, this may not be for you. Personally, I recommend this to anyone that's looking for a great time. You want to grab a Coke and a popcorn, sit back and enjoy it. I'd actually personally recommend this at full price. Hey, that's my quick take on London Has Fallen. Back to you, Ballrock and No Name, and back to Sisters of Death.